Well, funny enough, I think like with music and like fashion, it's all about trends and cycles. Basically, coming out of the pandemic, what I really noticed now is I experienced a little bit the same vibe as the days that I entered the music industry. So like mid 90s, with the same excitement, also the same type of sounds and same type of records being like recycled or covered. That cycle is happening now, and I really feel that we're currently like in a renaissance of dance music again. I was in Miami a couple of months ago for the Miami Music Week, and traditionally that's always a little bit like the kickstart of the season. That was perfect, it really felt like, okay, we're back, everybody's excited. I got goosebumps because you see the crowd reaction on the records again. You feel the energy, and I think that's so important, for our industry, because it's all about dance music and the energy released on the dance floor. What I notice now, like if there's like a party, people party with capitals. The DJs play louder, harder, more up tempo, like 140 BPMs. People go crazy, like if it's like the last party ever. That's very, very cool and interesting to see. It really shook up everything. And maybe people realize, like, okay, tomorrow could be a completely different day, and the world could overnight change. So let's just make the best out of this night or this party. Okay, spotting records being played, or spotting a specific artist and waiting backstage, to shake hands and give business cards. I think now music is so much more accessible, so everybody can listen to music on streaming, including us. So let's say for us, sometimes it's interesting to see if a specific record already has some traction, if it already attracts a certain type of an amount of listeners. Because based on that, you already have the idea, like, okay, there's an audience for this. Because that's a little bit, let's say in the old days, you had obviously like, okay, you sold records through a record store, the DJs played it, and that was the audience. Now in the digital age, everybody can consume music non-stop on any location. So sometimes, you don't really can see the audience or identify the audience. So based on the listening numbers, you can at least say like, okay, there's like a number of supporters interested in this type of music. So, and then we come in and say like, okay, let's try to license the record and try to push it further. It's basically, I think the best A&Rs, they just listen to the most music and can easily identify, okay, this is better produced, this is a specific benchmark according to other records, so you just have a little bit more of reference. No. Yeah, I listen to music waking up, I listen to music before I sleep. And not only work related, so it's not that I like non-stop listen to dance music, but for me if it's like musical wallpaper or any surroundings, I always want to have a vibe. I can't stand silence, the awkward silences. I just, even let's say at a dinner party, I go like, okay, spit up some music, I want to set the vibe. That's still the DJ thing in me probably. Yeah, but more not on a professional level, but more like as a hobby, of course. We have our parties, club parties in our own club, in the Armada club. So we have a club in the office, and that's always a lot of fun. I play back to back with Michael, our CEO, who also, let's say, started as a DJ, like everybody. Yeah, that's a lot of fun, And it keeps you focused as well, because as a DJ, you always need to find new music and spot for new music. You can also, let's say, are more likely to follow, let's say, chart success or really look like what our other DJs play, So it keeps you focused as well. Obviously, learn, internet obviously makes it really accessible to, let's say, also get a lot of information. So learn, listen, and try to self-teach yourself. If you're into producing, just try to have a selection of records or artists, that inspire you, and try to initially copy that. Yeah, you can at some point easily, let's say, develop an own sound, or your skill set will be a little bit more advanced. The biggest advice I can give is just, let's say, always believe in yourself, keep a clear goal, and go for that goal and hold on to it and really work for it. You know? Because that's the music industry, like every industry, it's a business. So you need to work hard and invest a lot of time. I have to learn to say no a lot more because I'm always keen to, let's say, support talent. I think for any A&R is to discover that rough diamonds and polish it and make it a global superstar, you know. So, but I want to be that partner and offer that stepping stones. But at the same time, also I need to sometimes be a little bit, let's say, critical and just say like, hey, this guy or this girl, you know, it's not there yet. You need to just go back to the drawing board, work harder, and then we'll talk in the future.